Okay, page 39. And on the previous page, one of Jock's dials was going sud, and then we have suddenly crazy forms the whole thing, proclaiming that number 3 engines, 3,400 horses, were in a mad stampede, driving its air screw to a speed of revolutions which threatened to shear it of its blades. That's not good. Captain Clifford tried to pull back the engine's throttle lever, but it stubbornly refused to move. With his free hand, he jerked the mouthpiece of his intercom. With his free hand, he jerked the mouthpiece of his intercom up from his chest to his lips. Cut number 3 motor. I'm easing back number 2 to even up the pull, but I'll have to give 1 and 4 more gun to keep the crate's nose up to the hail. So yeah, we've got four engines. Now we know what's happening with all 4 engines. The blades of number 3 engine's propeller emerged into sight from out of a purple blur, trailing blue pigtails of discharging electricity. So well handled were the controls by the expert pilot that the swaying and rolling airliner ploughed gallantly on through the beating hailstones with scarcely any alteration to speed, altitude and course. This is all go. It's all go. For a long and tortuous hour. The crippled airliner struggled gamely on its grim battle for survival, some of the time battered by hailstones, and some of the time smashing its way through corrugated blankets of torrential rain. Corrugated blankets. And all the while being buffeted by wind gusts of unbelievable ferocity. That George Abel Foxtrot, Gaff is the name of the plane, was being driven miles out of her true course was, for the time being, only a minor worry to her flight deck crew. That's a nod towards the future. We've been given a nod towards the future there. I've never known an eye to fail to function yet, Tony, grunted Captain Clifford. But if this one hasn't, then either Hurricane Scorpion is hundreds of miles in width, and that seems silly, I've added that bit, or we're being driven round and round in circles inside it, which isn't a pleasant thought to brood upon. It isn't. Don't brood upon that. His eyes were actually turned towards the starboard wing when a core of blinding light flashed suddenly out from its trailing edge immediately behind the crippled number 3 engine, sucking towards itself the fringe of miniature forked lightning like a fiery comet tail. The engine is sucking lightning into itself, I think.